The bank manager's face when she showed me the vacation fund transfers they'd set up from my account without my knowledge. The guilt fades, replaced by a cold anger that still surprises me. My therapist helped me see things more clearly. Honor your parents doesn't mean tolerating abuse, she said during one particularly difficult session. You're grieving not just the relationship you lost, but the relationship you should have had. She explained that cutting off contact was a healthy response to years of exploitation. That continuing to give them money would have been enabling their behavior, not helping them. The financial abuse support group I joined online showed me I wasn't alone. During one meeting, a woman shared how her parents had convinced her that paying their mortgage was normal, while they secretly rented out their second property for income they never mentioned. In my culture, saying no to parents is unthinkable, she explained, so they knew I couldn't refuse. Her story hit me hard because I recognized that same manipulation, the weaponization of family obligation to extract financial support. I've spent countless hours thinking about what family really means, what obligations we truly have to the people who raised us. Is it the same for everyone? Does the quality of parenting affect the level of obligation? If your parents were abusive, do you still owe them care in their old age? Sometimes I try to imagine a middle path I could have taken. Maybe cutting them off financially, but keeping in touch. Setting strict boundaries instead of complete separation. Helping them find jobs instead of just freezing everything all at once. But then I remember how they responded when I confronted them about the cruise. How they felt entitled to my money. How they kicked me out on my birthday after years of financial support. How they lied to everyone about what happened. How they tried to manipulate my siblings against me. How they threatened legal action. How they never once, not once, apologized or acknowledged what they'd done. And I realized there probably wasn't a middle path. They would have found ways around any boundary I set. The freezing of accounts wasn't just about stopping the financial bleeding. It was about finally standing up for myself after years of being taken advantage of. Was my method dramatic? Probably. Could I have handled it more gracefully? Maybe. But after 5 years of exploitation, after discovering fraud in my name, after realizing they were actively planning to take out more loans using my information, a gentle approach wouldn't have worked. Sometimes protecting yourself has to be your first priority, even when it means hurting people you love. Even when those people are your parents. Even when society tells you that's wrong. I didn't freeze their accounts out of revenge. I did it because it was the only way to break free from a cycle of exploitation that had defined our relationship for years. I did it because I deserved financial security and peace of mind. The hardest lessons often come from unexpected sources. And sometimes those painful lessons are the ones that ultimately set us free. Life's most profound teachers aren't always the ones we expect. My parents taught me about boundaries in the most painful way possible, but I wouldn't change what I did. 2 years later, I'm thriving in ways I never imagined. My credit score climbs monthly. I sleep through the night. I buy coffee without mentally calculating how many hours I need to work to pay for it. Would you have done the same thing in my shoes? Tell me one boundary you'd set if you were facing financial abuse from family. If you've ever woken up to toxic family dynamics, hit subscribe. This channel explores real stories like this every week. Because sometimes setting boundaries isn't just necessary, it's the most powerful act of self-love you can choose.